I gave it all for fantasy. Is anybody gonna remember me? If I go tonight, I doubt the world will change. I just pray they don't forget my name.
What's up, YouTube fam? It is Sydney Aleyah, and welcome back to my channel. As a good return, I wanted to start off with a hair video, of course. Today I am dyeing this 613 wig, which I previously dyed before, but I didn't go dark enough. First I have Red by Kiss in the color Honey Brown, and then I'm using a medium box dye from Revlon. The color is Medium Brown. And I'm just gonna do some ombre effects, some highlight effects. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and let y'all know I am not a professional. The stuff that you see me doing is probably not something a professional would do. I really just want to show you all how I did it and the results that I got. Just trust the process, have fun with it, and just do your thing. I started off with 4 sections, splitting each section into little mini subsections. Each little section, I'm just making sure that I get to the very top of each track. I wasn't necessarily covering the entire cap, which I probably should have, but I just wanted to make sure that you could see as little of the blonde cap as possible. Because I made this subsection a little bit bigger, I kind of struggled a little bit. But what I ended up doing was just making sure the top was covered as much as possible. Then I used the side of the brush to make sure that I'm getting in between the individual threads of hair. I used this little method with the brush that I saw on another YouTube video just to create the highlights. And then baby, I just dropped that brush. When I tell you I was hot, because I got it on my carpet, I was hot. I had to pause the video and everything. After I got my life together, the top part of the subsection I put up, and then the bottom half I used the foil to help me color the entire section in the same color that I'm using for the roots. Please excuse my crusty dustiness. This is actually how I look on most days. Sadly, working from home has chilled me out a lot. But I vow to myself that in 2024, I'm gonna come on camera more authentic, more how I am every day. And if I'm made up, I'm made up. But if I'm not, then I'm just not. And that's okay because I'm a baddie every day, period. So once I got my groove, I just wanted to show you guys again on a smaller section of hair. Once again, I'm making sure to stay close to the root of the track. And then I use this little finger method that I also saw on YouTube and just blend it out, get that ombre effect. Then using the brush again to get the highlights. Now I was supposed to pick up the track that's under this track that I'm holding as well, but obviously I'm dancing too much and not paying attention. But right here I'm just gonna color the bottom half that medium, the Revlon color, and then the top half the darker color that I was using on the roots. As you can see, I started using my hands a little bit more. I don't know why, but the brush, it was hard to hold and hold the foil at the same time. So when I coated the hair and the dye, I just kind of ran through it with my fingers just to make sure that every strand was getting some color. My coloring pattern was kind of all over the place, but I tried to keep it a light, then a medium, then a dark, and then when I got towards the top, I wanted it a little more blonde, so I started doing dark, medium, light, then medium again, and then light again, and then adding dark here and there. So like I said, just play with it, do your own thing. Everybody's is not gonna turn out looking the same, so I just wanted mine to be lighter up top and then darker on the bottom. So my camera got a little off focus, but you can still see what I'm doing for the most part. This is at the very top by the lace. I'm just using the brush to get as close as possible, and then I bring out my little, what's it called, eyelash spoolie, and I get really close without touching the lace. So when I got towards the top, I tried to make the sections a little bit smaller, just so if I do get any color on the lace, it's not a lot. I also tried to part my hair kind of diagonally, so it's not just blonde on top. You can kind of see those medium and dark highlights as well. As you see, I'm kind of using the side of the spoolie just so I can use the very tip of it to get towards the lace. Still using that little finger method to make sure I don't have any harsh color lines. Now I split this little section up, one because it was a little big, and two because I wanted that very top piece to still be blonde, but I wanted the pieces up under it to be dark and that medium brown color. By this time I was really running out of color, so you're going to see me using my hands a lot more just to make sure that the colors are evenly distributed. And when I say I was running out of color, I was like really running out of color, like scraping up color for this last little piece. And I realized I kind of ombre this last piece a little further down than the other piece on the other side. So I just picked it up and mirrored what I was doing on the side that I was working on. Then of course I used the brush again to split it, and then keeping that very top piece blonde, I made the piece under it that dark brown. And for the very last step, I just went in between those four sections, those four big sections that I had to start with. I just went in between them and used the very last little bit of this color. So this is the next day, about I guess 12 hours or so later. Some people say to let it dry completely before you wash it out, but I was just so thirsty to see the results. I was just ready to wash it out. And this is what it looks like after I finished taking all the foils out. And then I just washed it how I would wash my own regular hair or any other wig that I have. I did get a little bit of color on the lace closure, as you can see right here. But I did go back in with some more shampoo directly on the lace and just scrubbed it with my fingers and my nails some. Little tip for you guys, putting the towel up under your wig after you wash it really helps with the colors not bleeding through to the head, the dome head, whatever it's called, as you see I've previously done. Because when you do that and you put a wig on top of it, sometimes that color can bleed onto the wig. And also, if your wig is a little big like this one is, it kind of helps with the wig not sliding back and forth on the head. I cut out most of the washing and drying just because the hair was kind of tangled up, so it took me a little while. But here you can kind of see how the colors are starting to come together. If y'all want to see how I style this, please let me, excuse me, please let me know down in the comments below. And these are the final results. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video today. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!
I've been swimming in the deep end. All my bitches know I'm leaving at some point, whether there's a reason or not. Don't try giving me reasons to stop.